Hi there. So one of the questions that I get asked quite a bit when people are in my chair is, what difference does mascara or really any makeup make on your average face? Okay, well, anybody who knows me knows that I really put a lot of eyebrows on. Generally speaking, it's because I am blonde. Not only do I have a lot of hair, but it's all blonde, and that means eyebrows and eyelashes too. I am wearing eyelashes, well, not eyelashes, but mascara today, but I'm going to show you some tricks for simple contour. I'm going to show you some simple tricks for lighter, more natural eye makeup, including some very easy brows. So first things first, I usually start with my eyeshadow first. Why start with eyeshadow? Well, if you're like me and your eyelashes are already just about clear, if you put eyeshadow on after your mascara, it sticks to your eye makeup usually. That being said, if you do put a little bit of primer on, you can do it that way, or you can do your foundation on there, or if you're naturally a little bit oilier, you can just leave it. It does need something to stick to, otherwise it's not going to last throughout the day. Makeup fixatives are very good for this. So once you have everything on, be it with primer, foundation, whatever you use to start, if you put a little quick spritz of makeup sealant or fixative, makeup fixative, not artist fixative, that's very different, it'll actually stay through the day and throughout your event. So one of my favorite palettes is actually from Naked. Urban Decay is the brand. Naked is actually the kind of palette. So you've probably seen these brushes. Very useful, very utilitarian. They are kind of the workhorse. So what I like to do is I start with the highlight first, because then I don't get too light too quickly. So you make kind of like a line underneath. It lifts up your brow and gives it a little bit of definition, especially for those of us who have a little less brows. So basically we're highlighting anything that we want to stick out. So that is my inner corner here and my lid, because I do have kind of deep set eyes, but I'm also a little heavy lidded. So if I let it go for too long, then it kind of droops in. See what I mean? Pops them out a little bit. Now I will go over contouring the face as well. I do have quite a bit some contour on. It's not sealed, so it's a little bit soft looking at the moment. Okay, so the next one I'm using is actually called Sly on here. The first one I used was this one. It's called Foxy. This palette itself is called Naked Foxy. So if you look with just how the light is sitting, this part is a little bit more shadowed, so that's where we're going. We're going under that bone right there and into the crease. See? And kind of up a little bit to give it that impression of being deeper. Now, you notice I used my finger on there. You can use your finger. You can use a cotton swab with a little bit of micellar water on it if you want more of a line. I like to keep it soft, generally, at least on my own makeup. So just going in into that crease and then back up. See? So it gives that little bit of a, see? Gives that little bit of shadow. Now for bonus points, you can do, say, like a funky town or a disco, or even this guy, the Get Down, just for fun. But I'm going to use the funky town because we're keeping it soft today. So just a tiny press, and just right in that corner. Because see, a little goes a long way, especially when you're a little on the lighter side. Now throughout the summer I might get a little bit darker, and I'll use a little bit darker colors as well. But for now, this is pretty good. Pretty even. Okay, so that's it for today on that part. Now the other thing that I like to do is I like eyebrows. I want to be able to see my eyebrows when I talk. Some days it's a little bit less exciting, especially if I'm wearing my glasses, so it's less of an issue. Well-loved eyebrow powder. So start at the meaty part, short bursts. If you make an invisible line from your nose to your eye, that's the apex. That's where you should have the top of your arch. Straight up. That's the line. So for bonus points, you can do a little bit of eyeliner too. Surprise!